Hello everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, we are going to discuss another disgraced YouTuber, and that is Iilluminaughtii, whose name is Blair. So I will try to address her as such for the remainder of this video. Now, I don't know if that's her real name, but that's what people call her, so it's what we're going with for this video. For legal purposes, I need to say this is all alleged, but I mean, come on. What isn't alleged is my opinion. I want to say here that this is a complex situation and there are many layers. So I am viewing this more as a chit-chat about the subject, not a comprehensive deep dive into the situation. I will provide links to several videos that provide great insight into the situation from people involved. Iilluminaughtii is a content creator that exposes MLMs, scams, and those who use power, money, and influence for their gain, which is kind of a laugh because once Blair got power, money, and influence, she started using that for her gain. She was a member of a collaborative channel called Sad Milk. Sad Milk has been discontinued, allegedly, because of a series of issues with Blair. So she's been a problem for a while, but we'll talk a little bit more about Sad Milk later. Now, I have done a lot of research and I have really looked into this, but there's so many layers and so much happening that I'm sure I missed some things. I just lack the ability to organize it all. So feel free to, in the comments, provide more information or direct me to any other videos where I might get more information or, add on to what I've provided. I've watched a ton of videos, but they are just so filled with information. At times, it was almost impossible to follow everything. But what I could tell from all of this is that this individual, Blair, is diabolical. A very, very mean-spirited woman. The downfall started on April 20th, 2023. Blair accused another content creator, Legal Eagle, of plagiarism through a series of tweets. It was all untrue and not even remotely plagiarism, and it all backfired on her. After this, many creators came forward and revealed Blair's tyrannical, bully-like, vindictive, manipulative behavior. Another one of those instances where this person who has been treating people poorly is finally showing their true colors, and it's safe to start speaking against this individual. Creators from a group she used to be a part of, Sad Milk, which I mentioned earlier, also spoke out against her. And it wasn't about being mean to Blair. It was about finally being able to feel comfortable speaking up. Now, Blair has filed several lawsuits and has not taken any responsibility at all for her atrocious behavior. She even went as far as to pay people to dig up dirt on people who were her friends. And she stabbed these folks in the back for their troubles. She's a manipulative snake, and as near as I can tell, she is not only the world's biggest Darvo. For those who don't know, a Darvo is an acronym for deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. But she is also the weirdest version of a pick-me girl I've ever seen. Side note, she told a disgusting story on video once about taking a big bowel movement and picking it up or trying to pick it up with her bare hand. Nasty. So nasty. It was disgusting. I don't even know why she told this story. I mean, everyone uses the bathroom, but the difference is not all of us talk about it to 1 million subscribers. And what makes it worse, word is, it's not even her story. She stole it from someone else. So she made herself look disgusting for something that wasn't even her story. Like, she wanted to look like a nasty animal. So she was once a respected commentary channel, and she has shown that she is, as Wikitubia describes her, as having a history of lying, authoritarian control, neglect, debt trap diplomacy, victim blaming, backstabbing, bullying, silencing victims, doxing, frivolous litigation, emotional and psychological abuse, defamation, manipulation, stalking, harassment, intimidation, smear campaigns, and blackmail. So a little bit of everything. I guess she's just a well-rounded gal. Blair seems to think she's a lot more than what she is. Everything with her is about the money, and she's constantly hungry for more and more and more. She's also very self-righteous. Like, she thinks she's fighting the good fight. But exactly what that good fight is anyone's guess. So let's go back to the Legal Eagle situation. Blair accused Legal Eagle and his editing team of copying her, which is on its face ridiculous. The editing effect they use isn't anything new or special or unique, and Blair didn't invent it. It's available on a lot of editing programs. In fact, most of them, if not all. And content creators, at least it's been my experience, help each other out. How'd you do this? Oh, I use blah blah. It's just how it is. You know, we help each other. At least that's been my experience. Perhaps she should learn not to stir the pot with actual attorneys. Kind of like someone else a lot of my viewers are familiar with. Fancy saying that. But let's talk about plagiarism. It's something Blair herself is guilty of. Bomber Guy pointed that out. She allegedly copied word for word a documentary by Brian Deere. I heard I'm not supposed to share the clips, but was not provided with any reasoning why, so I won't share them unless I hear otherwise before this video posts. If I can share them, I will. She has multiple lawsuits against former friends and employees, and I'm going to share links to videos about the whole thing, like I said before, in the video description that gives way more information. Like I said, this video is not a deep dive, just kind of a rundown. Oz Media is a former employee and ex-boyfriend of Blair, which I cannot wrap my head around that one because he's so cute and has that amazing voice and luscious hair, and she's a turd-grabbing sea witch, allegedly. She's trying to sue him for what I think is baseless. I actually think all her lawsuits are baseless. And after Blair released her Iilluminaughtii exposed video, he responded in a Twitter thread debunking the lies Blair told. In June 2023, Blair sent Oz Media a cease and desist letter, even though he had not even made a response video to the controversy yet. On August 23rd, this disgraceful excuse for a woman took legal action to take Oz's house from him, so he created a GoFundMe to help him out. Blair false flagged his GoFundMe and it was taken down, but he was able to eventually get it back. On September 16th, Oz Media released a video explaining that while he was in a relationship with Blair, she would emotionally and financially abuse him. She even used her manipulative tactics to get him to sign legal documents. Again, this all started with Blair's accusations against Legal Eagle. None of this had to happen, and their team. Regarding plagiarism, once Legal Eagle retorted, Blair removed her accusatory tweets, but did not issue an immediate public apology to Legal Eagle or explain her actions. She did apologize privately, but if you're going to accuse someone publicly, you need to apologize publicly as well. That's just my opinion. She did apologize publicly a week after her private apology, but it was just a copy of her private apology. She just wanted to prove, look guys, I did apologize. A few days later, content creator The Click, a former collaborator of Blair's, posted on Twitter to clarify he was no longer associated with Blair. One reason being, she kept getting into trouble and people were coming to him with questions, roping him into things. Blair came for him, trying to create drama and slander him, and basically just not leaving him alone. She allegedly created sock puppet accounts for the sole purpose of spreading false allegations against The Click and others. Wonderstruck, another former collaborator of Blair's, posted a video. In his video he addressed the issues he had with Blair, discussing the trauma, abuse, and absolute betrayal suffered because of her. Both The Click and Wonderstruck's videos addressing the issues will be shared below. On April 24th, 2023, Oz Media posted on Twitter. In his thread, he defends the credibility of his Sad Milk colleagues in what they said about Blair. Blair posted a video on April 28th, 2023 on YouTube, Iilluminaughtii Exposed, which I mentioned earlier, as a response to the controversies. In her video, she discusses Legal Eagle, H-Bomber Guy, Sad Milk, One Topic, The Click, Wonderstruck, and Oz Media. It was an accusatory, hypocritical, I'm the victim, feel sorry for me tirade, in my opinion. And she failed to address the most controversial issues. She wanted sympathy from the audience that expected accountability. She manipulated her viewers, and some probably bought her story, but it looks like a good bit did not. Oh, speaking of Oz Media, I will provide links to all his related videos. He's directly involved, and I trust him. So check him out because he is very thorough and very organized. Blair accused Oz Media of beating her dog, which Oz denies, and I believe she's flat out lying, in my opinion. Imagine being such a hideous human, you have to make up horrid lies and play pick-me for the judge to get her way. She's nasty. Now let's talk about her Discord and Patreon communities. They are heavily moderated and policed, so no one talks about all her bad deeds. If there's any mention, the offending user is blocked. But it takes very little diligence to find out all the scummy dirt on her, so I'm not sure what the problem is. For the most part, Blair has disregarded the claims against her and lives in Delulu land. She hasn't posted a video on YouTube in about 5 months, but is supposedly active on Discord. She hasn't posted on Instagram since April 20th, 2023, which is coincidentally the day this all started. But let's talk about some of her other controversies briefly. This information is from Wikitubia, so take it with a grain of salt. LaDonna Daniels was allegedly a former classmate of Blair's, and she made allegations of bullying she suffered at Blair's hands. LaDonna said Blair gave her racist nicknames, and she also alleged Blair put laxatives in her milkshake, which is actually a crime. That is assault. If that's true, gross, and shame on you, Blair. On June 19th, 2023, LaDonna posted a photo on Facebook of a text message from Blair offering her money to bury the hatchet. Blair claimed she's matured a lot since then, and LaDonna took the money. Again, this is all alleged. This next one I was able to find more tangible information on, so this is not just from Wikitubia. There'll be YouTube videos about this, or at least one. In 2019, Tommy C. and Blair worked on a project, and as such, Blair was granted access to Tommy C's channel. Someone working with Tommy C had made a fat joke, not directed at Blair, but Blair didn't like it. And Blair proceeded to remove all videos with her in them from Tommy C's channel without his permission. And then she left the channel. He responded by doing a live stream. Iilluminaughtii deleted my videos over a fat joke. Yet Blair mocked Tipster for his weight. She's also had issues with Cruel World, Happy Mind, Nicholas Diorio, r/, etc. Blair has also been suspected of buying subscribers is what I'm trying to say. So you see, this is all, it's a crazy, complex situation, and it is ongoing. It's still going on. So I hope everyone being targeted by Blair come out on top, and she's finally held accountable for her bad deeds. Again, check the About section for links to many good videos addressing this issue, particularly Oz Media's videos. That's all for this topic. I'm sorry I didn't do a deep dive. There's just so much to go through. It's like a 14-armed monster with libraries of information in each hand. It's too much. And I'm working on a video on the terpenes right now, so that's a lot in itself. Thank you so much for visiting with me, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.